Good morning and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Thank you for joining us today. Our Wellness Wednesday airs every second Wednesday of each month, bringing a focus to a different mental health topic each time. I am Nicole Moccasin, the community health worker for the Lincoln office, and joining me today is Dr. LuAnne Even, our Chief Behavioral Health Officer, and our clinical psychologist here at the Fred Leroy Center. Today's topic, we will be discussing New Year's resolutions and goals. As the year ends and the new year begins, many individuals will make their New Year's resolution. Do you think it's a positive thing to make a yearly resolution for yourself? Why or why not?
I think it can be a great idea. Setting a resolution or setting a goal for yourself as kind of a reset into the next year can give somebody motivation to make change or to kind of set themselves on a journey of self-improvement. However, as we'll talk about a little bit later, when those goals aren't achievable, it can create stress. So we'll talk about I'm hoping we can spend a little time talking about how to make these goals achievable so that you can feel accomplished in the new year.
So when I think of New Year's resolution, I usually try to think of a goal that I've been trying to achieve. Would you say there's a difference between a resolution and a goal, or are they the same thing?
I look at it kind of as two sides of the same coin. A resolution, by definition, is a firm decision to do or not do something. And a goal is the objective of a person's attention or ambition or effort. So I view it like this. The resolution is something that I am deciding, I'm resolving to make a change, and the goal provides like an action plan for that. So for example, I resolve to become a more mindful person in the new year. So my goal would be to be more in the moment so that I can be a better wife and mother for my children.
Okay, when creating a New Year's resolution, are there many steps I should be following or items that might be important to include?
Yeah, so when I talk about your goals being kind of the action plan for your resolution, we want to make sure we're making what we call SMART goals. So a SMART goal is something that is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So when setting a resolution or goal, it's important to have SMART goals in mind. So an example of that, kind of playing on what I talked about earlier, would be my goal to practice mindfulness by utilizing the Headspace app twice a day for 10 minutes. So it's a very specific goal. It's measurable. It is achievable or attainable. And it's timely. I'm setting kind of a way to do that each day.
So do you think there are any New Year's resolution topics to avoid when creating one?
I don't know that there's a topic in and of itself that should be avoided, but you want to avoid any resolution or goal that you have no control over. For example, if I had a goal of getting published this year, I can put in all the work to do the things that one needs to do to get published, but I have no control on the outcome of that. So you're kind of setting yourself up for failure by setting goals that you have no control over. But also any resolution that isn't specific. For example, I want to be more spontaneous in the new year. What does that mean? So how would you make that SMART and kind of break that down? But then also a resolution that's not too specific. So for example, if I'm going to say, I'm going to get up every single morning, I'm going to work out at 6 a.m. That's leading myself to, feelings of failure if I miss one day. We don't want to kind of get into all or none thinking, well, I already missed my workout on Tuesday, so I've already blown the whole week. So we might say, I'm going to commit to 3 morning workouts a week. So those are some of the ways to kind of avoid falling into traps of resolutions that might make you feel like you're failing.
As the years have come and gone, I've realized creating a resolution seems to be the easy part while keeping it up. It appears to be the most difficult part. Do you have any tips or tricks on how to keep a New Year's resolution?
Again, we want to make sure we assign goals to our resolution. We want to have an action plan. Find an accountability partner if possible. So if your goal is to become healthier in the new year and that looks like losing some weight and working out a few days a week, an accountability partner can help you attain that goal. Someone who's going to do that with you or someone you can check in with. Also, kind of journaling about them. Actually write them down. If we just say them in our head, there's no accountability there. So if I'm going to write it down and I'm going to lay it out, that's another way that we can make sure we're working towards those goals.
So what is your best advice if you're starting to become discouraged or if you fail to meet your New Year's resolution?
Just take a step back and check your thinking. I mentioned earlier kind of that all or nothing thinking. Just because we have a slip or we make a mistake or we kind of fall off for a little bit, it doesn't mean that it's all gone and we might as well wait till next year to try again. Everyone has slips on a journey to self-improvement. So kind of take a step back, reflect on what isn't working in your goals and revamp it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dr. Even, and thank you for joining us today with Wellness Wednesday.